Hey guys, today we are working on adding or subtracting using a number line. I picked really simple numbers because it's not the addition or subtraction we're focusing on, it's using the number line to solve it. So as you know, number lines go on forever. That's why I draw two arrows going in both directions. Today we're gonna start at 0 and I have it all the way to 20, but if I do need to extend it farther out, my arrow allows me to do that because my number line goes forever. And even though we don't talk about negative numbers in 3rd grade, this number line truly does go backwards, okay? But you have to worry about that right now. So our first problem is going to be 7 plus 5. So I used blue for my add-ins for a reason. So I'm gonna match the number of the add-ins to my marker. So my first add-in is 7. So even though 7 is somewhere over here, I have to start at 0 and show that I'm going forward to 7. So I'm gonna start at 0. I'm gonna draw my blue line to 7. 7's about right here because it's in between 5 and 10. And I'm gonna draw an arrow like that, and I'm going to stop my arrow to show that I've gone and I've stopped at 7, okay? So my next add-in is 5, and if I'm adding, that means I'm going forward down my number line because my number is getting larger. I'm getting bigger. I'm adding more to my other add-in. I'm getting a total. So lots of kids make the mistake of going back to the number 5, but if I'm at 7 and I need to go forward 5 more spaces, I should land at 12 because 7 plus 5 is 12. So I'm gonna go forward 5 spaces. I'm going to show that I'm stopping here, which is at 12. So my sum is 12. You see that? So I used blue because I'm going forward and my add-ins are also blue. Okay, so this is 7. I've gone from 0 to 7 and this is your 5 more. This right here is right here. This is your plus 5, okay? Now let's try it with another equation. Okay. Let's try it with 7 minus 5. So even though 7 is not an add-in, it's now a minuend, I still have it in blue because I'm still going to go forward down my number line. You always start at 0 and then you go forward to the first number. And this is the minuend because it's a subtraction problem. So I'm gonna start at 0 and I'm gonna go to 7. Which is right about here because I know it's in between 5 and 10. So I'm gonna stop and go to 7. Now I'm subtracting 5. So I should not go 5 more spaces because I'm not adding 5 spaces. In fact, I'm going backwards because I'm taking away 5 spots that I've already traveled down. So I'm gonna go back 5, right about there. And I know 7 minus 5 is 2. So my answer is 2. So my blue shows my minuend that I've traveled 7, and then I did 5 in red to show that it changed directions too. It's going backwards because I'm subtracting, because I'm taking back 5, which got me to 2. Next, I'm going to do a 2-step problem. 7 plus 5, then take away 8. So you already know 7 plus 5 is 12 from this one. So I'm gonna draw what it says, and the reason I have parentheses, that means do this first. So 7 plus 5, so I'm gonna go to 7, which is here. I'm going to go 5 more, which puts me at 12. And then I'm going to go back 8, because I'm subtracting. I need to go back 8, I need to take 8 of those back. So when you're subtracting, do not draw back over your line, go above it and go back 8. So 7 plus 5 got me to 12, and then I know 12 minus 8 is 4. So I landed at 4. So today wasn't about knowing how to add or subtract, like knowing the actual facts. Today was about knowing how to travel back and forth down a number line according to what you need to do. When we're adding, we go forward. When we're subtracting, we go to the number that we need, and then we take away the subtrahend. And then when we're doing both, we go full, we actually just follow what it says. It said add first. So we start at 0, we go to 7, and then we add 5 more, which lands us at 12. Then I go back 8 because I'm subtracting. Because when you're adding on a number line, you go forward, and when you're subtracting, you go backwards.